Now look, like I said before, I'm no longer over the road, and I'm real happy about that. And I will be posting videos of me doing my little local gig. Except I've been out of work since January 21st because I broke my ankle in three places. About my second week doing, you know, local runs, unload my own truck. Anyways, I believe that the sunrise, man, this type of footage is the best. It's the most therapeutic and serene, and it's the best footage. Just watching the sun come up and the shading and everything else. It's all complimentary. I will go through some steps in this video concerning skill and work ethic because when I pull up to these places in these cities that I don't frequent, I do a lot of homework on the facilities that I'm going to be delivering to. And I just look at the route. I look at what US highways and what interstates I'm going to be on the most. I look to see if there's any construction ahead, if there's any alterations to the route, delays, bad weather, so on and so forth. And then for the places or the facilities, I do a whole lot of homework because I've arrived at places that were easy to deliver to, and I've gone to places where the GPS, no matter which one, will take you um, through a low clearance overpass and get you fucked up. And so you want to look these things up in advance and you want to pay attention to all of the road signs because they do all matter. The GPS is it's like it's got all of these details covered, but then it is just computerized, right? It isn't pushing out manual labor. It's just like pre-program this, pre-program that, and you gotta be aware of the fact that some idiot human being or bot or whoever that does the illustrations and architecture or whatever, right? The design. They could miss a step or they could miss something that um, hadn't been a thing until after they developed such app, right? So all of those things are important. And for this one here, I was in Kansas City. It wasn't a dreadful city because just before this, I had gone through this city at about 4 p.m. and there was no standstill traffic on any of I believe I was on Interstate 70. But at any given time where I switched over and jumped on, like, let's say US 11 or 29, it was all pretty much free flowing. Um, but for this facility that I was going to, I kept looking it up and I couldn't see it on the map and comes out uh, it's an underground place. Now, this is the first time I'd gone to an underground. And the underground part doesn't bother me as much as the fact that sometimes the ramp area um to enter is a little steep because they don't it seems as though some of these places don't cover for long trucks and landing gears and things of that nature. They only depict that box trucks and maybe smaller like flatbed trucks or day cabs will be coming through there. But yeah, I come through with a 53-foot drive in with one of those 170-inch sleepers or whatever, the big sleeper. And I looked them up and I kept looking and I was like, I bet it's this place next to it. And so what I did was, well, they require for us to call and make an appointment first because most places I just pull up. But since I looked and saw that their place was a little strenuous to get into, I started looking over my paperwork and on my bill of lading. I bet people don't even read these, especially these asshole foreigners. On my bill of lading, it said, call to make an appointment before arriving. Please do not just arrive. And when you look at the layout, they only have one. Well, there's two docks, but there's only one operable dock, and there's only one person that does the unloading. and that person just so happened to have been the owner. So I'm pretty sure out of all that this guy does in a day, he don't want to be swamped with two trucks when in that hour he has a window for a business meeting with whoever or for a client to come and make a pickup and so on and so forth. So I'm saying all of that to say, when I got into this place, it seemed a little tight, and I also noticed that it took a bit of skill to clear a lot of those corners and to actually dock. I wish I had the footage of me leaving the dock because some idiot in a flatbed came in the wrong way. This is one of them facilities that's a one way in, one way out. And the only reason you should be traveling in the opposite direction is that you're in a car and you had to loop around for whatever reasons. Oh yeah, don't forget Swift drivers. Swing wide. It's a freaking fucking trailer. And that's real. You see this? I took up a big portion of the left side of the road because I'm not hitting poles nor curbs. I'm not dealing with no blowouts, and I'm not dealing with destroying people's cities and having to account for that. So we're approaching the facility, and you all will get to see all that I was up against on this beautiful morning. My appointment was for 7 a.m. and I stayed the night at what appeared to be a very urban and rough Sitco that didn't look like it had parking for truckers. But once again, I look all of these places up. I look up reviews. I pull it up on Google Maps, the still images, and then I pull it up on Apple Maps to see the aerial ground and all that I'll be um, looking to work with as far as ground coverage and how much space I have to maneuver. All of this counts. And this type of homework and trip planning is why I've never been on Bonehead Truckers. But it doesn't mean that something bad won't happen to me in the future and I still wind up on it, bitch. But you see how I pulled in here with 100% confidence? If I didn't do my homework, I would have stopped dead in the middle of the street like them idiot ass Arabs and Indians and Taliban and Pakistans do, and I would have blocked the road and they would have walked in and looking crazy trying to find the dock right here at the front. And it's not at the motherfucking front. You got to go all the way down the hill and to the right only, and then to the left only, and then past 10 bay doors, and then scoop to the right, to the left, up, down. There's a minivan and a park fire hydrant, so on and so forth. All I'm saying is just do your homework, take your time, do it right, read, and get through this shit so that nobody has to suffer. Peace to you all. Have a good one. And it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough room in the little driveway to do it. So I don't know. I'm recording this shit, by the way, too. It's underground. I ain't never been in an underground in my truck. Right, ain't no goddamn. Oh.
appreciate it.
You got ice mail on?
Yeah.
Perfect. It's done, yeah.
What? Say that one?
You know the new light?
Yeah.
Get that fee. We'll roll in here, we'll get you unloaded right away, buddy.
Pull where? Oh, right here?
Pull up this way, back in here.
All right.